Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, welcome to this webinar. I'm your host, Thomas Bre from KOMA. How to upscale your production process without losing efficiency? A common problem for many production managers. Today, we are going to look at 3 pillars of production upscaling that are very important. The first one is your current production process. The second one is your staff. And the third one is your equipment technology. Afterwards, we will talk to our dealer, Cream, to listen to why they are representing KOMA and how they are helping their customers with their upscaling projects. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Upscaling your production process often brings forth a bunch of challenges. You may find yourself at a pivotal point where you must ask yourself questions such as, how do I optimize my personnel? How can I have an uninterrupted production process? How do I optimize my production flow? And most importantly, how can my upscaling be more efficient in the end? It is often underestimated how much of your own time you should allocate at an upscaling project. Resources are very high, and the whole upscaling project will be very time consuming for you. Furthermore, there are rules and regulations that you simply do not know about. Therefore, when you are going to upscale your current production process, it is vital that you work together with a third party that has sufficient experience and knowledge on all of these matters. Before starting your upscaling project, you must analyze your current production process. If you have minor errors or minor problems in your current production process, you must try to optimize them as much as possible. Minor problems will upscale to big problems after your upscaling project. You do not want this at all. Furthermore, you have to decrease downtime as much as possible. So how to decrease downtime? You have to stop looking at your production process as one process. Instead, you have to split them up into 3 processes. You have your production, you have your baking, and you have your logistics. Now what you need to do in your production process is add more cold equipment. And then I'm thinking storage freezers, cold storage, blast freezers, all these kinds of things have to be added into the production cycle. What happens then is you can have longer production runs. Longer production runs means less downtime. Longer production runs means better planning of personnel. What happens then is that you can produce to produce. You don't have to produce anymore because your demand is coming from the logistics or the baking. Instead, the baking cycle, the baking part, will listen to the logistics. And the logistics will of course listen to the demand coming from the market. The demand coming from the market, so the logistics, will decide how much the ovens have to ask from the production cycle. But you are constantly producing, you are having less downtime, your production cycle is up and running. And you can store all these products in the freezers without dehydration up until 2 or 3 weeks. Now, the demand of the baking ovens, they decide how much products you're taking out. Bakers often ask the question, so what about my fulfillment? Can this production, baking, logistic principle, can this fulfill my demand coming from the market? The proactiveness of a supplier is very important in this. You need to talk to a company that knows what they're doing and that has rich experience in this field. Our proactiveness does not stop after we included the cold equipment in your first production process. However, our monitoring department makes it possible for us to see your parameters and to see your settings. If we see that there are any deviations inside your equipment, we can alter them from here in the Netherlands in our headquarters. Through our monitoring department, we can monitor and we can see your settings and your parameters. If we see that your parameters are deviating from your settings, we can alter them. This way, we will prevent downtime without you even knowing that downtime was prevented. Now that's efficiency. Upscaling always brings forward the dilemma of extra personnel. Drawbacks that you need to tackle include the increasingly hard to find certified personnel, the optimization of your current production process, the investment potential of automation, and the required human influences in your new production process. When upscaling, your production process must include easier controls. Easier controls equals to fewer personnel needed. And fewer personnel needed equates to cost-saving operations. The ingenious control system allows you to save on cost-heavy employee salaries, as your production process will be eased. Parameters on the touchscreen are all controllable because of the separate installation of linked equipment parts. For instance, active heating settings are made possible because of the separately installed heating elements. Likewise, fan speed control is achievable because of separately controlled fans. Optimal production planning is the mission of your upscaling project. You care about cost-saving operations, efficiency, and automation. Nighttime hours is overall regarded as expensive. So how can you split the nighttime work from more staff-friendly daytime work? Our equipment makes it possible that you can prepare your products in advance so that nighttime hours are no longer needed. Completely pre-programmed settings will handle your products so that you may achieve even higher production volumes with fewer staff. Engineers will work together with planners and bakers to plan your upscaling project. You do not have to worry about bake-off planning, production planning, or staff occupation, as it's done for you by our process analysis team. When upscaling your production process, you must always pay attention to cost-reducing operations. Cost reduction can happen in two ways. The first one is cost reduction through the purchase of high-quality equipment. And the second one is cost reduction through sustainable solutions. It is commonly known that high-quality equipment prevails over its B-brand equivalents. Whether it's equipment longevity or production continuity, your investment will always be lower in the long run when going for high-quality equipment. Furthermore, when going for quality, you do not have to throw away your products as often, as production errors are less likely to happen. Because of the high-quality components, you will have a lower energy consumption and fewer service costs. All of these factors will therefore directly impact your cost reduction after your upscaling has happened. The European Union has announced a plan where they want to completely phase out environmentally unfriendly refrigerants by 2030. So you may ask yourself questions such as, how can I comply with these new rules and regulations when upscaling my production process? From 2012 onwards, KOMA has been designing and producing their own solution with the CO2 Booster system. The CO2 Booster system is completely environmentally friendly and thus future-proof. The compressors that you see here are completely dependent on your cooling outputs needed and the equipment that you're using. Furthermore, your CO2 Booster system is able to come with a heat recuperation option that you can see here. With this heat recuperation option, you can recover the produced heat from the machines and use it elsewhere in your production plant, like your floor heating. When going for a CO2 system, always make sure you work together with a partner that has sufficient experience and knowledge on the matter. With over 50 CO2 booster installations up and running, KOMA has been the pioneer in this field for many years. Let's look back at all the information of this webinar on how you can upscale your production process without losing efficiency. First of all, analyze and optimize the current production process as much as possible. Then, decrease downtime as much as possible by introducing the cold in the production process. Focus on automation whenever possible so you can use fewer personnel. Always go for quality components and quality equipment as they are proven to reduce costs. If possible, integrate sustainable solutions in the upscaling of your production process. And lastly, and most importantly, always find a partner that has experience in all of these so they can professionally assist you in your production upscaling. Now that you know the theoretical ways of upscaling your production process without losing efficiency, let's listen to Cream, our official distributor, and why they chose to represent KOMA.
My name is Adam Kupka. I'm a product manager responsible for the collaboration with company KOMA at Cream PTS, Poland. Cream PTS company is a family-owned business managed since the beginning by Mr. Grzegorz Śmietana, president of the board. Company was founded 25 years ago in 1996. We represent on Polish market such companies as KOMA, Koeltechnische Industrie, König Maschinen from Austria, Rondo from Switzerland, Diosna from Germany, and others. Our company is based in Katowice, where we have a fully functionally test bakery for our customers. We cooperate with KOMA since the beginning of 2017 and have installed up to this day almost 30 installations. Scaling up production flow in an efficient way is a very important goal for semi-industrial bakeries, mainly because of the labor costs. Labor costs are growing significantly in Poland, and it's hard to find good people on the job market. It helps, it keeps also the price range reasonable, which is very important in Poland since Poland is a very price sensitive market. Scaling in an efficient way means good planning, good know-how, best quality, best support, service, and last but not least, best quality of the products. Most important challenges in scaling up of the production flow without compromising on efficiency and quality is a good planning of the investment, choosing the right partner with the best quality and reliability of the system. Often in the process, the customer doesn't take into consideration the production flow and new communication routes, and a good partner is always there to advise and remind. The most important solution for scaling up your production flow in an efficient way is increasing your product's capacity and product stock. A good partner helps in delivering such installations and such solutions like cooling installation UK, like freezing, storage freezer, blast freezer, recovery rooms. KOMA distinguishes itself from the competitors by listening carefully of the customer needs, expectations, and also limitations. Each solution is planned individually by KOMA, and KOMA always fits the solution to the customer needs, so the customer doesn't need to fit and adapt his needs to the solution. Cream has chosen KOMA to work with because we want to work with the leaders of the market. KOMA is surely a leader in bringing cold technology to confectionaries and bakeries all over the world, and is known for the quality, efficiency, and reliability of its solutions. Its innovation, which other company follows. This is also the main reason why our customer choose KOMA.
The upscaling of your production process is the most important step in your growth plan. Do you want to directly start planning your own production process upscaling? Download the brochure through our IBA 2021 product page to receive some valuable insights in how you can start planning your own upscaling project. Or, through the link below, contact one of our representatives to receive one-on-one personal advice on how you can start planning and implementing your own upscaling project. Good luck, and thank you very much.